Hey, it's Rob. Welcome to Axel's Garage. As you could see, I screwed up once again and forgot to turn the mic on when it was plugged into the video camera, so I have no audio on this video. So, we'll tell you what we did. Well, here in the video you could see I'm talking about the XJ. This is the 2000 Jeep Cherokee we named Cosmo. And we put some factory Jeep aluminum wheels on it. Those are the I think they're 15 by 8s. They're either 7s or 8s, but they have 31 by 10.5 inch tires on it. And we put them on, and we didn't think we were going to get any rubbing issues, and we did, as usual. And we should have known we were going to get some rubbing issues. And they were rubbing when you turn the wheel on the lower control arms on both sides. And although if it was just me driving it, I could actually put up with it because it only really rubs when you turn it to almost the lock position. But for the kids and my wife, it was just a little too much. So what we did was we installed some wheel spacers on it just to space it out. And the lug nuts aren't incredibly long, so just putting in, the wheel spacers that are pretty much like shims, we thought we could get just enough when we used 1/4 inch spacers, and we did a video on it, and we thought we could get just enough where it wouldn't rub. And it was close, but no good. It was still rubbing. Also, another problem that we had with those spacers were the lug nuts were coming loose on the front wheels only, and that occurred twice. We tightened them down, made sure they were torqued down well, and they did loosen up again. So not a fan of those spacers, and I think I show it eventually in the video here. So what we knew we had to do was come up with another wheel tire combo that the kids liked and looked good, my wife liked. They liked the look of these wheels. They gave it the truck a little beefier look to it. So we had another set of black wheels that we put on the other Jeep XJ that we have, the twin Wanda. We named that one. And they didn't fit at all because Wanda's Wanda's suspension is completely thrashed, sits real low, and these were 30 by 9.5 on black aluminum American racing wheels. So they didn't fit on Wanda. These were rubbing on Cosmo, so we figured a swap was in order, and we thought that these aftermarket wheels that give a little bit less back spacing will push the wheels out a little bit more. We won't have any rubbing problems, and it'll look decent on the vehicle. So that's what we're going to get ready to do now. So here I'm using my Milwaukee, and this is the 3/8 stubby impact. We've done a bunch of reviews on this tool if you're interested in it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the lug nuts here. And you can see that a standard lug nut has a smaller shoulder on it. You see, it's still got the same 60-degree bevel, but it's got a smaller shoulder. And the lug nuts that the Jeeps use have a much larger shoulder. So I'm wondering if that larger shoulder that you could see there with the same 60-degree bezel is the reason why the factory wheels were loosening up. Maybe it had nothing to do with the spacers, maybe it had to do with that bezel, the amount of bevel that there is, not the angle. The angle's the same, it's the amount of bevel or shoulder there is on the lug nut. So that could be a problem with our wheel mounting and getting loose. It could be that it was digging into the aluminum because it didn't have enough shoulder for that shoulder to sit in the aluminum. So that could be a problem, and it might not have been the wheel spacers. We're not 100% sure. Luckily enough, with the new wheels that we're going to put on, they come with lug nuts. They're the splined style, which I'm not a huge fan of. You have to use a key, but it's a nice theft deterrent, and we know the lug nuts are right for those wheels that we are putting on it. We did get those wheels secondhand as well, if you saw in one of the previous videos. So now I'm going to talk about the lug nuts a little bit longer, and the Milwaukee 3/8 stubby, fuel brushless M12 cordless impact that I absolutely loved. We did a whole series of videos torque testing it, and we've recently upgraded to the 1/2 inch for a variety of reasons, and we're doing some videos on those. So if you are in the market for a small impact that will absolutely do wheels and tires along with anything else, pretty much on on a regular passenger car or light truck, check those videos out. That is an unbelievable tool. So in the meantime, I start swapping the tires over here. You could see I pull out one of these, and these are nice. It's a nice tire. It's a 30 by 9.5. It's on an American Racing aluminum wheel. I'm not sure of the offset. It's a 15 by 8 wheel, and the offset's probably, I'm going to say, around 3¼ inches. Didn't measure it. Not sure. Like I said, they was secondhand, so we weren't 100% sure on what the offset was going to be on these wheels. But they, you can see how they sit a little bit more outboard than a regular 30-inch wheel. They're almost about the same as far as sitting outboard on the vehicle as those 31s are on the factory Jeep wheels that you could see there. So I'll keep the recording sped up. As you can see, I did the back ones. I'm going to switch over to the front ones. Same kind of deal. Just swapping the tires around, and I'm probably talking to the camera, bullshitting like I normally do. So I'm going to finish with that front passenger wheel, using the impact. Then I talk to the camera a little bit and tell you that I think they look good, and hopefully they're going to work out, and that I will go around with a torque wrench, and I'll torque them all down to about 100, 105 foot-pounds. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Questions, concerns, drop them in the comments. Love to hear it, and thanks for watching.